Hello Yellowder crew, I hope you're all feeling happy and healthy. We can't wait for school to be back on Monday. We're so excited to see you. I'm just going to do a little time activity. So this doesn't just have to be for my class. If you want to have a go, feel free to join in. So I've got this little flip chart here and we're going to work on some time, some o'clock times to start with. So the time currently on the clock is 12 o'clock because our big hand, our minute hand is pointing to the 12 and our hour hand is also pointing to the 12. So that means that it's hour 12 and minutes, it's 0 because it's at the top. So it's at the start. So it's 12 o'clock. So 00 means o'clock. If I was going to change it to 1 o'clock, I need to change my little flip chart to show there's no number before 1. We don't do 1 0 because that would be 10. So this is 1 0 dot dot 0 0 1 o'clock. And we need to change it on here now. So our minute hand, how many minutes are there? It's still 0 0. So our minute hand, our big hand still needs to stay there. But our hour hand is going to move to the 1. So the clock would have gone all the way around back up to the top and our hour hands moved to the 1. So it's 1 o'clock. Right, let's do a different time. 7 o'clock because it's still 0 0. So it's still o'clock. So what we're going to have to do, the clock would go around and around. So our minute hand would keep turning around and around. It goes, oh, this one's kind of hard to move. So that would keep going around and around and around and around until our hour hand gets to the 7. So let me move that one back up to the top. And that's showing us 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. This activity here says school time. School time. What time does school start in Yellowder? I'm going to write it on the digital clock first. So the bell will go and everyone comes into class at this time here. 8 dot dot 50. Do you know what time that is? That's 8:50. So when we're putting it onto an analog clock, we need to count the minutes first. That's going to be the easiest thing to do first. So 8:50. Well, we know that when it's at 12, that's 0 minutes, 0 0. So when we go all the way to a 1, it skips 5 minutes. So we're going to skip count by 5s. So when it goes from one number to the next, that's 5 minutes. So we've got 0 and then we've got 0 5. So 5 minutes, 10. We jump to the next number and it would be 15. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then it goes back to the 0 because the clock keeps going around and around and around. So this is our minutes hand. So our minute hand is our big hand. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and back to the o'clock, 0 0. So if the time that we go to school is 8:50, where does our minute hand need to point to? Can you find this number? 50, 50. If you said 10, you are right. So our minute hand, our big hand is going to point to the 10 because it's 8:50. So that's representing 50 because it's our minute hand. So 50. Now, our hour hand says 8, but we're getting close to a new hour because it's almost at the top again. So it means that it's 50 minutes past 8. So it means it's almost 9 o'clock. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our hour hand, which is our short hand, our small hand, is going to be almost at the 9. It's not going to be at the 9, but almost at the 9, because it's 8:50. We're going clockwise. So clockwise means going in order of the numbers. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it keeps going round and round. So 8:50 is the time we go to school. On this card, it says outdoor playtime, but we might just do lunchtime. Do you know what time is lunchtime at school? Have a think. If you said 1 o'clock, you're right. So 1 o'clock, we write 1, or it might be a 0 before the 1, so it might say like this, 0, 1 on a digital clock. And then o'clock, how do we do o'clock? If you said 0, 0, you're right. 0, 0. So to put it on our analog clock, our digital clock is down here. We don't need the 0 before the 1. It can just be 1.00, 1 o'clock. We'll do our minutes hand first, so our big hand first. If it's o'clock, where does our minute hand point to? If you said the 12, you're correct. Well done. And if it's our hour, what hour is it? It's 1 o'clock. So we're going to put our little hand pointing to the number 1, straight to the number 1. Just like that. And that says 1 o'clock. And that's what time Yellowta School goes out for lunch. Well done, guys. Good job. Hope you enjoyed joining in with that.